Greetings, folks, and welcome to the channel. I am your host, Coco Smooth, the Casual Collector. And yeah, today I will be showcasing in this segment of 112 scale military action figures, the Valaverse Action Force Riot Warfare Republic Guard and Riot Gear set. Um, I had to get these through the eBays. I'm hoping at some point um, Valaverse.com reissues these in the blister packs because I love these. These things are great with the gear and everything. Um, yeah, so here's the Riot Warfare box. Uh, I got this secondhand on the eBays. I think I said earlier. I may have. This is what it says: 11 Bravo Infantry. You can just pause. I can just read it to y'all. In the wake of the collapse of the Union, state governors and military leaders faced a dilemma. There were federal military installations and personnel present within their borders, and the cutoff from any formal chain of command. State leadership acted swiftly, converting their respective military units into a new Republic Territory Guard, which would be responsible for security operations with the border of each republic. These men and women would conduct security patrols of border zones both by air, land, and sea. Though forbidden from operating outside of the republic's borders, they could conduct combined operations with neighboring republics if needed. Faced with a new threat in a new era, the territory guards are all that stand in the way of freedom and demise. It's worth one action point. Now, I picked this up. I'm sure that you could gear them up with all kinds of other stuff. That's the way these things are. They're supposed to be modular. You could put the urban gear, any kind Delta gear, any kind of gear, spec op gear, whatever. But since his name is Riot, I want to make sure that I got the corresponding gear set to go with it. And this was already, you could tell somebody already plundered it, took the points. But all I really cared for at this time, at the moment, would be the kit. And it's complete. It's got the helmet, the vest, the backpack, the nods, the sidearm, and it's a holster, belt, Tom Brown tracker knife, with the Kydex sheath, the thigh things that was going to hold both the holster and the med pack and the AK, what I believe to be an AK-47 and a couple of mags to go with it, right? Yeah, so here he is with all the mags, three, the three mags that it shows, the med kit and the thigh packs, the pistol holster, black backpack, and the vest. The vest was really difficult to put together. Excuse me. So it's left open until I can figure out a way to close it. That's the one really bad thing about these. The vest, and I'm hoping in the next iteration of this that it'll come sealed and I'll never open it again. I'll never, in this case, I never opened this to begin with. It was already, I would have avoided opening it at all if I could, Yeah, it comes with a knife and the sheath back there and the AK-47. Now, comes with the nods and the helmet, black helmet. I think that this, okay, so I did my research, and I think that this guy would actually look better with the security force kit. Now, they didn't create a security trooper, but the security force kit is on the gray side, and I think it would actually look good on him. Or the spec op, one black. Gray looks really complementary with the black or the blue. I don't think it would work too well with others. Maybe the urban combat individual, trooper, but not quite like the others, right? Yeah, the good news is, this is an older one. That whoever I bought this from earlier, probably still suffered from stiff, kind of stiff joints, but I guess with enough moving around with it, it'll start to soften up. It'll start to loosen up. But it wasn't nearly as bad as the Urban Guard that I got. The Urban Guard one was pretty rough as far as the stiffness is, concerned. Um, yeah. Let's see. Let's compare him to some of the other troopers because now I believe I'm complete when it comes to all the troopers. Right. Let me gather them around. You know what? Just get back there, box. Not that important anyway. At least for this vid. Get that guy. Get this guy. Yeah, I think we're looking good. And I'm keeping the Delta one. I'm unfortunately I already cannibalized the Delta guy to be one of my Steel Brigade, so he'll he's not going to be in the comparison. But y'all get the picture. Here's who we have as far as the troop builders for the regular infantry looking guys, right? And they look sharp. They all look gosh dang sharp with their corresponding gear, right? Um, yeah, I think that this gear set would look really good with this, like a battle, a secondary one with him, and they would look like a really good um, SAS Strike Force, kind of like in the original, you know, Action Force set back in the day, from the Palatoy SAS team. Yeah, these look all great, all lined up, right? Um, might even want to add sneak the Garrison Cavalry in here. Only thing different about him really is his sleeve and helmet, but for the most part, his uniforms pretty much like the rest. The standard vest, but the with the symbol, right? Looks good. Yeah, I couldn't ask for a better you know rep. Everything here is legit. I think the only thing that was missing, period, was the Arctic one, and that's already being made. So, and it's going to be released pretty soon. So I'm not tripping off of that. And Arctic's not really my thing. I'm happy with these versions of guys that soldiers that I got. Um, of course, I wouldn't mind getting a more updated camouflage one. Sure, I don't mind. Getting something closer to what the Army wears now, and or what the Marines. I mean, this is the pattern's kind of cool, but I wish it was more accurate to the patterns of U.S. military style. Um, so all right, yeah, this look at how good this entire you know set looks. These guys, complement. These guys would make really great NPCs for um, army builders for the Joes and stuff. You know what I mean? If you like background characters, support characters, but if you're keeping up with the Valaverse canon and what's going on, of course they would make great supplementary characters to whoever they follow, whether it's Condor, Rollout, um, Duster, Blowback, Eclipse, or any of the other characters. I don't think they would be following the bad guys, but you know maybe the urban trooper and this trooper, but yeah, as far as I know, these things just look great together. To get together now. Um, of course, I can't wait till they get the extra head so I could make different heads. The gas mask head or the new Snake Eyes kind of looking commando heads for these things to add variety. So yeah, these things would just look really good. That's why it'd be. I can't wait till they reissue some of these things. So because I definitely want to troop build. You know what I'm saying, and have more with different heads and different gear sets. So all right, folks, that's all I got for this segment of 112 scale military action figures. Um, Final thoughts on all of this. I definitely want more. I can never get, I can never get enough of the troop builders. Um, and I will get a minimum 3 of each. So I already got 1 of each so far, and now I just need to get two more to build a good squad for each. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, folks, that's all I got for this segment of um, 112 military scale action figures. The Valaverse Action Force Republic Riot Warfare Republic Guard and Republic Riot Warfare gear set. I am your host, Coco Smooth. And until the next video, folks, ciao.